becomes an issue of making the right play at the right time, and that time, by the way, is right now.
So very different experience if you've not seen the duos, because this is full-on information sharing. These are teams playing each other. They'll not only tell each other things, they're going to intentionally route this so that they go in different directions and accomplish different things, cover as much ground as quickly as possible.
Yeah. If you haven't watched one of these yet, it's really cool to watch. Sometimes, if you're not, before they were restreamed, it was really cool to watch them kind of check it out together on their own channel, listening to what they were saying back and forth, figuring out on the fly who's going to route what. So far, I'm seeing a lot of second quest spots. So we're looking at either a second or mixed overworld.
And I mean, we're talking about a duo race here with 4 runners who could easily be the final 4 of any tournament you run.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Tremendous players. Random Effect and JSR are 2 of the absolute best vanilla Zelda runners in the world. Redbird Grad not that far behind them on the leaderboards, and Theirwolf not so much a vanilla player, but he might be the best randomizer player of the whole bunch. So yeah, 4 top flight competitors, and wow. On Theirwolf's screen, we just saw the Armos item. It is the bow, and that is huge because that is one of the absolutely necessarily required items to complete this game. Meanwhile, Redbird Grad finding a sword, also useful.
I didn't catch which screen that was for the Armos.
It's the normal power bracelet, where the power bracelet usually is.
Okay.
I believe Theirwolf and Random Effect have both picked it up at this point. And Redbird Grad has found a Take Any. He will be picking up a candle to help him explore this overworld a little bit better. Yeah, all signs so far pointing perhaps to a full second quest overworld, as we are seeing lots of the spots unique to the second quest in play so far.
You can see how much they're prioritizing covering ground, finding information, as runners walk around without the sword, even though their teammates both found the sword already.
Yeah. The first 10 minutes or so, you're really just trying to see how much you can find instead of both of you doing the same thing. Okay, it's great that you found the sword down there, but I'm not anywhere near that, so I'm going to start routing around here and checking things out. We do find cheap bombs, which is nice, especially if this is a full second quest overworld, because then they're only going to have one large secret out there to their names.
Got Pole's voice on the overworld, and there is level 8.
Yeah, Redbird Grad finding level 8 at about the same time as JSR found level 5. Level 8 typically going to be the more interesting dungeon to discover. However, Redbird Grad's already left it, and he found the white sword item. Just above that, it was the Any key, which is huge this early in the game. If he can find enough heart containers to be able to pick that up, that is a big win for that team in terms of being able to explore dungeons. Whereas JSR and Theirwolf taking a slightly different strategy, both of them in level 5 at the same time. Well, briefly at least.
As far as the Triforces go, it seems like if you find the low room count dungeons, this is probably going to be favorable to get you to that 4 as fast as possible. But you never know which level's going to have the item you need.
Yeah, and that's part of the beauty of them only requiring 4 Triforces. Just because if they required all 8, then yeah, you're going to dig every dungeon if you've got 2 people playing it. However, in this instance, we have more of an issue where one guy's going to take one spot, another's going to take another, and if they both get the same one of the same Triforces, which is highly likely, there could be a dungeon that neither of them really checks out too early. ASR taking a beam to what Gary and Oldwolf pointed out in chat. Yes, second quest enemies I'm pretty sure that is a random flag, because most everything, a lot of the important stuff at least, is set to random. Yeah, second quest, overworld at least mixed, probably full second quest, because things have been very much pointing in that general direction. Oh, and I just saw the map of level 8 on Thurwolf's screen, and that is second quest vanilla level 8, and that's a nasty dungeon.
Any key's gonna take more than 5 hearts.
Yeah, it's an...
Cheap bombs, 15.
Yeah, nice bombs, especially with that second quest overworld. You're gonna have less money than you're used to, with only having one large secret. Yeah, at best or worst, depending on how you look at it, I guess mixed dungeons, because we definitely saw vanilla second quest level 8 shape. If we can find out what this level 2 looks like that Redbird Grad's in right now, we could find out. Because if it looks like second quest level 2, then we've got a full second quest dungeon set as well.
Obviously he's in level 2. I didn't catch which area of the world he was in before going in here.
Yeah, that definitely looks like the second quest shape of level 2. I don't think there's a room that far left over, that far up in first quest. So, yeah, second quest level 2, I believe, is the shape of the letter A. Yep. Everyone seems to be in agreement there. Oh, and hello, Gleok, four-headed. So with second quest dungeons, that changes some things up. You know, your standard first quest or shapes dungeons, you're looking, you know, hey, let's find level 1 because there's 2 items in there, and level 2 only has an item that's on the floor, it's free. These things all of a sudden aren't necessarily true.
In fact, deceptive hints, apparently, we got a hint about the book being the white sword item. The good news in that is, the sooner you know it's deceptive hints, you know you can save your money and not pay for them.
Yeah. We did, yeah, that's interesting, because, yeah, we also saw a hint about the location of one of the items. That may have been the magical sword, though, so never mind on that. But yeah, deceptive hints, certainly a game changer in terms of what you're doing to figure out your routing, as JSR has discovered the raft in level 7. He's going to pick it up, and he's probably going to advise his partner Thurwolf not to pick it up for the time being until it is determined whether or not it's needed at all.
Good news about that, it was a quick raft pickup, so he didn't waste a lot of time in level 7, which is one of the larger dungeons.
If I'm recalling correctly, that's our first dungeon item we've discovered. We may have come across a possible ladder block in level 5 for random effect, although the staircase could possibly alleviate some of that. Yep, and it's definitely the shop text and secret to everybody, all that has been vanilla, so we are definitely looking at deceptive hints, on top of the fact that we already found a hint that we know is incorrect.
And we get a nice Z map to confirm no shapes.
No shapes, no first quest. We are 100% second quest, seemingly over and under. SR picked up a heart container. Gonna fall asleep, 8 Jen? This is I thought this was like your dream to you. You know, second quest overworld, second quest dungeons, the red ring there in level 2 for Thurwolf.
Now, not required, but that may be Information that his teammate decides to take advantage of later on, 2 being a short dungeon. It's a good place to get a Triforce and that extra defense.
Yep. Of course, and we saw one of the other beautiful mechanics of this game, I believe it was on Random Effects screen, a walk-through wall. So we've got second quest doors on top of everything else. The Redbird also finding the red ring, so both teams have knowledge of the red ring now.
Now you don't have to be confused by his sprite anymore.
Yeah. Exclamation point RR in Redbird Grad's chat will let you know that he may or may not have the red ring at any given time. Ooh, and he's come face to face with those beautiful red bubbles that take away your sword until you can pick up a Triforce or a Fairy.
Have we seen Whiz Ropes yet?
Not yet, but they are coming.
You always know they're out there.
They are always out there. And it could be, you know, I would think if they were on the overworld, we would have seen them by now.
In theory, we definitely saw the Pole's voice.
Level 5, we discover the red candle random effect. He's going to pick that up. It's a decent mid-range weapon for repeated use, especially here in the second quest where you can lose your sword to a red bubble. As Redbird Grad went and got his sword back by going to the fairy fountain.
Triforce out of 5 for random.
Right, so
I think that's our first Triforce.
I am inclined to agree with you.
The Redbird should be about to get the one out here out of level 2. It's behind the Gleok.
And a walk-through wall at that.
You know, you gotta remember that with second quest. Check
Second
the wall
quest.
before you waste a bomb on it.
A room full of red bubbles, but fortunately the Triforce was there as well, so no worries about losing your sword.
There we go. Now Thurwolf able to get the any key.
Right? So, yeah, that's a boon for his team. Both JSR and Thurwolf have enough hearts to pick up the any key. Random Effect and Redbird do not, and JSR is headed directly there. Do not pass go. Do pick up your any key. Gotta think Thurwolf was telling him, hey, by the way, here's your 5th heart, and you can get your any key.
Yeah, that's gonna help reduce the number of blocks you can face in these dungeons, and the less blocks you face, the better.
No kidding. Looks like JSR is now going to maybe been tasked by Thurwolf to dig out the Triforce in level 2 after being given the information of where the red ring is. Thurwolf, meanwhile, going to check out the overworld a little bit more, do some overworld exploration.
Wand on the coast, that may be worth a return trip.
Ooh.
There's level 9.
Hey, always good to know where it is when the time comes. You ain't kidding, H.N. Level 8 in second quest, which is level 7 in the vanilla game. The dungeon order gets swapped around a little bit. And so 7 becomes 8 is really a nasty dungeon. Not a lot of multiple routes you can take in there. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay, chat, I do apologize if I overlook anything on the tracker. If you see something I've overlooked, just let me know. We'll get it squared away.
Yeah. Yeah. Chat is often the best second tracker you could possibly ask for. But we do appreciate any patience with that, seeing as we have two guys watching 4 screens and only one of them has access to the tracker.
Which, by the way, is a good reminder. This is a great time to thank our restreamer tonight. Yanni has done a terrific job scrambling to get everything organized while it's on fire and exploding.
Yeah, we'll call him Yanni Mandel Cunningham because his speed and mobility under pressure were a huge asset.
We're starting to add up on the hearts count.
Yeah, and it's nice. I mean, okay, so he has 6 hearts. At this point, he's probably not going to be too worried about finding any more hearts. I mean, if he comes across them, great. But with the red ring, he essentially has 24 hearts at this point.
Question, is the flag for deceptive chat on? Always.
Yeah, deceptive hints are on. Deceptive chat, different story.
There's, by the way, a medicine shop near level 9. That's handy information.
Yeah, just in case. Again, 4 runners of this caliber, unless they're just really low on hearts total, probably not going to be a huge issue. Yeah, JSR just found another Takini, and he already took the potion instead of a heart container. He is going to be content with his 5 heart containers, giving him 20 hearts.
Second Triforce pickup for random. And Redbird's about to find level 9.
Use the key. No.
Curious if he kills all those off. Well, he did. You could have just left one alive there so that they wouldn't respawn right outside level 9 when you know you're coming back.
Yeah, but those guys drop bombs, so...
Well, bombs do trump that.
You may want them to come back. Hey,
Theirwolf went ahead and bought arrows, so he gets a little more combat ability because of that.
Yeah, he must be looking at the situation thinking, okay, bombs are cheap, I don't need to... I'm gonna make the play that I don't need to buy a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and buy arrows since I have the bow and see what happens. I don't disagree with buying arrows because here's the thing: if the next thing that happens is you find silver arrows, you're totally okay with having spent, 60 or 80 or however many rubies arrows were in this seed in order to acquire the silver arrows. If you wanted Wizrobes, you got them in level 8. That is a nightmare.
Oh man, I forget what this level 8 is like until I see it.
Look at it, yeah, I mean, it's absurd. ASR putting that potion he bought to good use.
It's like, you want to complain about what shapes come up with? Just remember, this was level 8 in the game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, his partner Theirwolf picking up the much easier Triforce in level 5, while JSR digs level 8 with the wood sword. Oh, and hey, there's blue Lionels too while you're at it. And your ladder blocked from a few rooms.
Still no sighting of the power bracelet, the ladder, or the recorder as our potential for blocking a dungeon still.
Yeah, and in second quest, those potentials reach an all-time high. There's way more recorder spots, way more power bracelet spots. We can find all sorts of things. And speaking of finding things, Theirwolf has found level 1. Not quite as exciting in second quest dungeons as it is in first quest, but still not bad, and it's a very quick Triforce there as well.
Finds the key, so hopefully you find the item quickly, but he just takes the Triforce.
Yep.
That is our third dungeon where we know where the Triforce is now.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna go right back in.
Put the red bubbles in a turret room.
Oh,
all it's missing is dark nuts.
Well, we found a bait block that will not affect anyone in any way, shape, or form. In level 8, in one of those long, narrow corridors. Wow. Impressive combat by JSR against those blue Wizropes. He's rewarded with nothing but another transport staircase. And he was transported into a room that he can't come back from. Oh, yes. More horrible, horrible second quest mechanics. Get your dance games out in chat for that one.
And I'm now exploring the same dungeon. And, ooh, having to break down and use the potion? Although this early in the dungeon?
He's used it twice. I mean, he's used both potions in this same room his 2 trips through. JSR is pot committed to level 8 at this point. He absolutely has to find everything in here.
Redbird just found level 1.
Alright, so this is fun. We got the team race going with each team has a member in level 1 and in level 8. Now JSR checking other paths before he just blindly takes staircases. Fool me once, shame on you.
Segmented level 1. No?
You never know, Dr. Blue. Level 8 may have some ladders too. Definitely got some Gomas. Which kind of leads me to believe that maybe Thierwolf needs to be the one digging out level 8. Just in case that's where the item is.
So you're running this, you have to be thinking, where's the ladder? Where's the ladder? Where's the ladder?
Yeah. Yeah, he would. Yeah, because then JSR would have been stuck in that room. Yeah, Jen, there were 2 rooms there with Gomas in them that had the potential to be second quest staircases.
There's a compass in me.
Redbird Grad leaving level 1. I don't know that he picked up the Triforce.
I don't think he did. It's well, he doesn't know. I don't think he went the same direction, so he might think he's ladder blocked out of it.
Gotcha.
And there's Goma, just for good measure.
Always there to brighten up your day.
And more potential ladder blocks.
Oh, there's the other transport into a room that doesn't have another staircase. Question is JSR trapped in this room? Oh no, he does have a way out that he hasn't been to yet.
Random does not have the magic key yet, so he's unlimited supply here. Still, I think you spend anyways, because, well, now you've got 3. There's our ladder, level 6.
Vanilla pays off. Level 6 has the ladder here in second quest. Team Skinamarink is off to a fantastic start. What they may trail in Triforces right now, they absolutely lead in items and information.
I do believe they've seen 2, so with that and with the knowledge
they
of
both have
8,
the red ring.
they know where all dungeons are to get the Triforces they need.
Yeah. I imagine one of them will probably pick up their 4 Triforces and head to level 9, while the other one checks to see if the silvers are somewhere else on the overworld. Bomb upgrade for JSR nets 5 extra bombs as he is still hanging out in level 8. This is a labor of love at this point.
Bird's our first runner to 3 Triforces, but Thorwolf not far behind.
Yet another staircase for JSR. Surely this is not an item.
Maybe it is an item, but don't call me Shirley.
Alright, another staircase for JSR. This time, we have a white sword. Question becomes, was it all worth it? Not a bad item to find. It's not the one he wanted, obviously. He was jonesing for some silvers there, but it could come in handy.
Yeah, the ability to kill things faster is never going to be a bad thing. Here's level 3 for Thorwolf. So, yeah, new ground. Was this along the waterfall path?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it may have been. I mean, it comes as no surprise to me that Thorwolf is finding things faster than everyone else. He just has this knack for sniffing out stuff in Randomizer. Oh, is that the quote-unquote forgotten spot? So, my guess is that he's going to head straight to level 9 at this point.
If he's not going to dig the item, I think you do take those Triforces there and see what happens.
Yep, that's the beauty of having someone else that can do half your work for you. You can make the gamble for level 9 without feeling like you've left something behind.
It does draw the question, though, is 3 a short enough dungeon that it would have made sense to clear that, rather than sending a teammate to route it?
It's entirely possible. Yeah, I mean, the point is being brought up. Only time will tell whether or not it was the right call, though. JSR just did an up and A. Is that a... no? He's not done.
He's in the same room, but he's out of potions.
Yeah, but he does have 13 bombs this time. A slight improvement over previous trips.
Oh, and White Sword. That's several improvements in one.
Yeah. So, yep, Thorwolf headed straight to level 9, and let's see what happens.
Clear out the Stalpos. You do, of course, have to find Zelda. You gotta find Ganon.
And in this case, you gotta find the silvers, and hints being deceptive really doesn't do you any good to find the hint about the location of the silver arrows. Question from Ryan in chat. Both have to finish. So if the information gets presented to one, the other one has to find it. And JSR, picking up a Triforce in 8, he should get credit for 2 or 3 for that.
He's the only one to get it out of 8, actually. Thorwolf did not.
Yeah, Random Effect is still working on it. Triforce is earlier on in the dungeon. It's in the... I believe that was a red room of red whiz robes that they just didn't clear earlier because there was no staircase.
They're level 7. Which we had seen before, just not fully cleared.
Yeah. So now JSR is going to level 3. So as Therawolf's teammate, he's been told that level 3 is an easy item. We found one of the items at 9. It is the one true Nanner, the magic boomerang. So the chances that the silvers are here just dropped. And there's Ganon.
Well, good to know
Unfortunately,
we
for
passed
Chris,
to
there's not much he
Ganon.
can do there unless, well, he can bomb out of there. That's good news.
Oh shoot.
But it's only good news for about 2 seconds.
That's the ultimate oh shoot.
JSR picked up the quick Triforce, but he's headed back into level 3 now. While it's, good play while Therawolf's dealing with 9. It looks like Redbird's going to pick up the Triforce in 7. We know the item in level 7 is the Raft. Nothing to write home about, most likely.
Could still theoretically lead to the silvers.
That is true. Although, are there any dungeons we haven't seen yet? 4. I guess we haven't seen 4. And there's 2 items in 4 in second quest, so hey.
Yeah, I'm just looking at one of the runners.
Oh, wow.
Tracker.
Wow. Therawolf just found the second item in level 9. It's the other boomerang. Double Nanners in 9. What an item coup for Therawolf. He's going to have to get out of level 9.
Right, and JSR, you need to find out what that level 3 item is. Or can he not without the ladder?
He may have been temporarily inhibited. Only time will tell. Whereas Redbird's about to walk into level 3.
We'll see if they play this any differently than the strategy that Therawolf took. Does Redbird make sure he gets the item out of here? Or does he just leave it behind? Because it's not 9.
Chat's saying he was bait blocked. JSR definitely going straight to pick up that ladder from level 6, though. That's no joke.
Paths starting to converge a little bit more. Now both runners on Therawolf and JSR's side have gotten the ladder. Random just picked up the magic key. They're starting to get each other's items as the route starts to tighten up a little here.
91 is a steep price for arrows, but when you get the red ring for free, it can certainly free up a bit of your money problems. So Redbird Grad now is heading to level 9 to see what he can see. All he's going to find is the other side of the Nanner, if that, as Therawolf, in typical Therawolf fashion, sniffed out the both items in level 9 pretty quickly. And Redbird Grad, going for the memes, he is playing to the audience of one here, known as Liquid Husband, picking up the one true Nanner.
Does offer the advantage of being a range pickup, so there is value in it.
I mean...
And here's Ganon.
Yep. Let's see if he does the bomb out. Yep. Hoping to discover something on the other side. Alright, we have Adaginos in chat coming up with his doomsday scenarios.
Yeah, there's still a lot of ways that this seed control you.
Another Triforce pickup in 3, this time for random effect. That has quickly become a popular place to pick one up.
I don't think the random got the item out of there, will he? At this point, he knows from Redbird that one of the items was the compass. So I think that caused a difference here. There's the bait block. As
far as dungeons, so we did get the item out of 7. It was the raft. The only dungeon we haven't seen was level 4.
Not seeing the item out of 3 either.
Yeah. The bait was just laid down by Theirwolf in level 3. Let's see, and it's the recorder was the item on the floor in level 3.
Could easily be required at this point.
It would not be out of the ordinary for us to find, level 4 underneath one of the recorder spots holding the silver arrows.
The other question is, how long till you checked the raft spots? Right now, JSR is the only one who could do that.
We have not discovered the power bracelet.
Well, Theirwolf did find level 4 while I wasn't looking.
I believe it was under a recorder spot.
And power bracelet.
And there's the power bracelet.
Which can't lead to silvers,
Yeah,
believe.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've discovered every dungeon at this point. So, the hype was there for a moment, but...
But 4 has 2 items, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
just said that.
Yeah.
Somebody smart said that.
We were just discussing that. Time to see if that comes into play.
Desert Recorder. I'm not actually sure which one that is. I don't play enough Second Quest.
There's like 3 spots in the desert that have a recorder, and Redbird Grad just found the second nanner in 9. So he has to report that unfortunate information back to Random Effect that, hey, it's time for us to go look for the silvers elsewhere.
And that's where the team dynamic just makes such a difference, because it only took one person going there to tell you that, so...
Yeah,
It'd feel real bad to get all the way there only to find that out for yourself.
Yeah, that would be very disheartening. That's part of the team strategy, like you said, in this. Being able to make riskier plays because it only slows the progress of one player, at least in the moment sense.
So basically, you can take every 50-50 gamble.
JSR discovering that red candle in level 5. Yeah, both of them are in stairs.
These runners keep forgetting to check the wall before you put the bomb down. There's Triforce for 4. I don't think that was a Y-Force for
Yeah,
Werewolf.
pretty sure.
He didn't need it. But Redbird's found the ladder.
That's definitely good for them. So at this point, the only 2 items we don't have information on are the book and the silver arrows. Or no, there should be one other one, the heart container. So 2 items that they definitely don't want to see, and the only item they're ever going to be looking for. What a combination. One of them is in 8, one of them is in 1, and one of them is in 4. JSR has gone back to level 8 to see what he can see.
Werewolf, meanwhile, charging through this level 4, trying to find what he doesn't have.
Could it be here?
It could.
Yes. The silver arrows, the silver to kill the beast lies in level 4, and I get the feeling that JSR is not going to be long for level 8.
So this was recorder required to get the silvers.
Recorder required, bait required to get the recorder, recorder required to get the silvers. That is a tremendous block for a race that only requires 4 Triforces.
And Theirwolf already knows the path to Ganon.
Yep. So Team Skinamarink has every bit of information they need except where Zelda is. And quite frankly, that's a pretty big lead. Especially with Random Effect digging out level 8 right now, hoping to find the silvers there.
Werewolf's so good at his routing through these level 9s. He just does it so well. He's going to be able to get past Ganon quickly here. And then the search is on for a shutter door that automatically opens.
Yeah. Single shutter door somewhere in level 9. Redbird Grad found out the bad news about level 7. Werewolf taking Ganon down right now with a wood sword. He's got the stun lock on the right side.
I'm actually a little surprised he noped out of the raft. Did they find level 4?
No, because
No, they couldn't
mess
have.
the recorder.
So that he's just looking for the recorder, so I don't know why he... Well... I don't know. I'm looking at it from the caster's logic, not the runner's logic, so sometimes we think of things differently. There's White Sword for random.
So, a good thing to have, but again, definitely not what they're looking for. And they will continue to search, as they are not in the general vicinity of the Silver Arrows at this point. So JSR is headed... Oh, he's headed to get the recorder out of 3. Or
Maybe a bait shop.
maybe there's a bait shop up here. Redbird just bought the bait. And there's the princess. So Werewolf is done. So now it is his job, 41 minutes and 20 seconds into this race, to guide JSR through level 9 as efficiently as possible. Again, yet another important part of the team communication, being able to explain what direction to go. Harder than it looks.
Yeah, hopefully you kept good notes along the way.
You do need a
is
second
with shapes
quest.
being off, they had vanilla shapes, so those are already in Z Helper, which makes it a whole lot easier to track a map through it.
Yeah, that question in chat, yeah. Yes, in second quest you do need all 8 pieces, however, the flag set here was just for 4. Each player only has to get 4. And
Well, that's a
if you
battle
like-
of execution for JSR, but this is a huge lead, although Redbird is here at 3. He's in the right spot.
Yeah, he picked up the recorder, but he doesn't know exactly where to go next.
Well, the good news is it's close. The first spot to take it to is close, but he's not going there.
Nope, he is heading up to Death Mountain.
Okay, then another recorder spot, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a nice bomb shot, but that's about it.
Hopefully he's taking a tour of those. They've explored pretty well the entire rest of the world, other than raft spots.
Oh, while he's
and,
up here, he's
or
going to
power
check
bracelet
these.
spots.
Yeah, while he's up here, he's going to check the weird second quest river spots, or try to.
Is there one on this screen? I have not done this in a
There's
while.
one on each
Okay.
of these 2 screens. He may just have the configuration off a little bit. Or maybe we've been playing Mixed Quest this whole time.
JSR's in level 4. And now Redbird found it. And silvers for JSR.
I mean, this race number 1 here was pretty well determined already, but now it's an absolute certainty. Even if Theirwolf was telling Redbird Grad and Random Effect where to go at this point, and JSR was doing it completely blind, I still think he would win. The time to make up is just too great at this point. With Random
Just as
Effect.
an aside, I don't actually know if Redbird picked up the bow yet. I would assume he did at some point, but I didn't actually see him do it, so I haven't marked it.
Yeah, it would make sense that he did, but yeah, I mean, Random Effect still in level 8. as pot committed to it as JSR was earlier. And it's not going to pay off. He found the white sword already. That's the most useful item in there.
Redbird has found 4. Is he going to find the item before JSR finds the princess?
He might find the item, but that's about it.
Yeah, when your teammate can tell you exactly the route through here, you got to figure it's faster. So there's Power Bracelet as item 1. In and down.
Yeah, Toaster, this was definitely an amazing Toaster-esque level 9, if you knew where you were going. Theirwolf, I mean, made pretty quick work of it, but he had done a fair bit of exploring earlier. I get the feeling it's going to be faster for JSR.
Of course, that's not to say you might miss your count of rooms by 1.